Nicky Henderson was just joking about Vita de Rock and how he'll be like going around the cross country. But we need to talk about Altior because 18 straight successes, a second Queen Mother champion chase, a fantastic achievement. But he made us sweat a little bit again this time.
You or me?
I think everybody here.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think the only thing is he's a better horse on better ground. We've always said that, and I think that was just sort of tacky enough for him today. He got headed. He's been a bit funny, sort of. I mean, not funny, but it's not the first time he's actually sort of looked vulnerable 2 out or at the last, but then gets the job done. And actually, the funny thing is, you look, we are in trouble. But actually, as soon as he really had to say, "Come on, put your head down, we've got to go," he very quickly found all that was needed.
Absolutely. That head carriage and the determination he has. Nico was just speaking of a will to win. He just doesn't know how to lose at this stage.
Well, he's got that's the great thing. I mean, he's a hugely talented horse. But it's nice. He's a very brave one as well. And he knew what he had to do, and he wasn't exactly enjoying it. But, you know, he just put his head down and said, I'm the best, and he is.
And what did you make of the shape of the race? Because it was slightly unusual, wasn't it? Calvados out in front, Nico obviously having to track him, and then all the others just waiting behind.
Well, saying beforehand, actually, Nico was worried that St. Calvados wasn't actually going to go on himself, you know, but eventually they did. We wondered whether we wouldn't even have to make it, rather than try and drop him in behind the whole lot, which were going to pack. So, yeah, he might have got a little bit uncompetitive at times in himself, you know, but, you know, I didn't see what he did at the water, but, I mean, apart from that, I thought his jumping looked as, you know, as professional as ever, and...
He left his hind legs in it, and Nico said it was just a miscommunication.
Yeah, right. Silly boy.
He was also saying, Nico was saying that the ground, obviously, which you've mentioned, but also whether the 2 miles on the old course is starting to suggest that it's just a little bit too sharp for him.
So you're going to tell me to run him into the King George?
I was going to ask whether you might be thinking along those lines. Certainly.
We certainly will. I would think we'll go wait for Sandown.
Celebration. James.
I would think so. But then we'll sit down for the summer. I mean, I always make this excuse to sit down for the summer, as if we will, and discuss. But no doubt we will give it consideration, because it seems I wouldn't worry about him, actually. And I agree with you there. You could say, is he actually not, you know, it's speed.
Suggesting he might want that.
He'll relax. He'll go to sleep. So, I mean, I think we're going to be, I think public opinion is nearly going to force us into thinking about it. It was rather like Michael O'Leary said when he said run Lorena in the champion, Apple's Jade in the champion hurdle. Well, I will if you let me run a gelding in the mares. You know, and actually they managed to force him to run her in. And sadly she didn't win, nor did we. But you know, yes, if public opinion could sway, I suspect we'll have to seriously think about it. And we have thought about it, and I've no doubt it'll seriously be on the agenda.
That excitement to come, but in the meantime, 18 straight wins, the equal of big bucks. That is a magnificent achievement in terms of training, keeping him sound, the will to win from the horse, everything.
Well, he is. You're just very lucky to have horses like this. And as we were saying there, you know, it was lovely to have Sprinter here this morning and the crowd that came to see him. And then when you see the crowd again here today, because we're just very lucky guys to, you know, you retire one horse and within 5 minutes you find another. And to find two like those, we're just very lucky people. But well done, you know, everybody. It's been a long old winter, and this is where it all counts, and everybody's worked their socks off, and suddenly becomes worth it.
Now, Nico is saying that Altior is the best horse he's ever ridden because he's riding Altior at his peak. He didn't get to ride Sprinter Sacra at his peak. You trained them both at their peak. How would you compare? Is Altior yet up to Sprinter Sacra's standard, do you think, as a 2 mile chaser?
I think, well, they've sort of achieved the same thing in winning 2 Queen Mothers. Now, Sprinter had the blip in the middle where this fella's come through with a completely unblemished record, which is...
remarkable in itself.
Which is, but to be fair, you know, one's got to say, let's just say they're very good and we're very lucky.
I'm not going to press you to split them. I wouldn't do that. Many congratulations, Nicky. Fantastic scenes here. Well done.
Thank you.